2 cozy winter designs made with polish that are perfect for the season. So I've got a couple of nails ready to go here. You can do this over acrylic enhancements, gel enhancements. You can do this on natural nails because we're only using regular air dry polish. So I've got my nails prepped, I've removed the shine, I've actually cleansed them and applied a coat of protein bond. Now we're gonna grab our polishes, and for our first design, we're gonna start with some icy blues, and we're gonna be working with Drink More Water, which is our beautiful dark blue, and then kind of a blue-gray is Say Ah, and then we're also gonna be using Nerdvana, which is our really bright white. To apply these, we're not just gonna use the brush in the bottle, we're actually gonna use our sponges. So I'm gonna grab my ombre sponges, and I'm gonna grab one of those. Now, with certain designs, I like to use that sponge as a whole piece. But for a smaller design like this, or for some of my different designs, I actually like to cut those sponges into smaller pieces. And today we're gonna do more of color blends. And so a lot of times when I'm doing this kind of a look, I like to cut that into smaller pieces so I can use just a small piece of that to apply my color. Now to apply our color, we're gonna use a ceramic tile, and we'll take a little bit of our first color. Now I don't like to put all of my colors out at once because these are air dry polishes and they will start to dry on the tile. So I'm going to use my sponge, just dab into that color, load up that sponge a little bit, and we're just going to start to dab that onto the nail. With the traditional polishes, you may have to do a couple of coats because you can see this goes on fairly thin when you're working with the sponge. But after a couple of coats of it, it is going to build up color. So I'm just kind of randomly dabbing that in, and you can see I'm getting a little bit of texture to this. There's some areas that it's a little bit darker, some areas it's a little bit lighter. That's exactly what I want because I want more texture with this design. I'm not just polishing on a smooth, even coat. I like to have those areas that have that little bit of extra texture. So we've got that color on there, and I didn't fill in the whole area. That's okay. I'm gonna go in with some other colors and we're gonna fill that in, but I'm gonna just tap out some of that extra color so that we can go into our next one. So we'll take a little bit of that second color and we'll tap into our sponge and we'll tap through that nail. Again, we're gonna have some areas that it's a little bit lighter, a little bit darker. We'll get a little bit closer into that cuticle area, just tapping through. You guys, this is such an easy technique with your polishes. Quick and easy, you don't have to do a lot of thinking. It's not anything very precise. So just tapping in those colors wherever you want. I think I'm gonna grab a little bit more of that dark that was left on my tile, or maybe even add a little bit more onto my tile and grab that in. So again, just kind of layering those colors in there. And we're actually creating almost a denim look. So if you're somebody that likes to wear denim colors, this is gonna be a great look on your nails. It's also gonna be kind of an icy look. So if you're creating any of those icy winter looks on your nails, adding snowflakes to this design is gonna be a great option, or any other kind of wintry designs that you like. It's gonna be a great background. Now, I think I'm gonna add a little bit of that white, so that Nerdvana, just for a little bit of an accent or a highlight in there. Again, if I need to, I can tap out some of that extra color, but I'm not gonna worry too much about cleaning it out because it's gonna just help it to blend together a little bit more. So just tapping through, accenting, giving a little bit of highlight here and there. And again, if I need to, I can go back to any of my darker colors, tapping that in, blending that in. We'll do that medium color, maybe a little bit more of that dark in a couple of areas. Now I'm gonna get as close as I can around those sides and the cuticle. Sometimes when you're working with that sponge, it is a little tricky to get up into that cuticle area without that touching the skin. But if you do get any of that polish on the skin, make sure to grab your Polish Perfector detail brush and a little bit of polish remover and just clean up those areas. So just quick and easy. And again, with this, there's no curing. You don't have to get this into the UV light. It is gonna air dry all on its own. So I'm actually gonna let this dry for a little bit, and then we'll do our top coat. Now, if you're gonna just do a regular air dry top coat, you could go in and top coat pretty much right away. Because we're using small amounts of the polish, it is going to dry very fast. And our polishes are a quick dry polish. So you can actually see our polish it's pretty dry. It's not dry 100%, but it's even in that short amount of time, it's dry to the touch. But I am going to give that a little bit of time because I'm going to seal these with a gel top coat. And I'll show you that in just a little bit. I'm going to do our second design and then we'll seal them both at the end. For our second design, I'm going to turn my tile so I've got a nice clean area to work on. The colors for our second design are going to be the blue that we used on our first one. So again, that one is Drink More Water. And then we're going to grab our green, which is Mother Nature. It's a beautiful, beautiful Christmassy green. So if you didn't have it for Christmas, you need it now for the winter. Our last one is Something Stranger, and this is a beautiful, deep, rich, kind of a wine color. Now, we're gonna do a similar technique as to what we did on the first one, but this is gonna be more of an ombre look. And we'll go ahead and put those on the tile. And I like to put my colors in order of how I'm gonna work with them or how I'm gonna blend them. So I'm gonna start with my green and then my blue and then my deep cranberry wine color. Now I'm gonna change out my sponge. I'm still gonna use one of those smaller pieces and we'll start with our lighter color. Now these are pretty dark colors to begin with, but the green really is the lighter color. So we're gonna work that right up into our cuticle area, tucking that up right up in there. This one I'm going to kind of do at a little bit of a diagonal. So just tapping through, all the way through, kind of that diagonal. Again, we're creating some texture. We're not trying to get that perfect solid coverage all the way through. We'll grab our blue, start tapping that towards the center of our nail, and then just starting to blend that up into the green. Now notice that as I work, I do turn my sponge a little bit because you'll see if I keep it at the same direction, you're gonna get the same pattern. So if I kind of turn that sponge as I go, it puts those little accents or those excess amounts of polish in different spaces and different shapes. So just tapping through, blending that blue up into the green. I think maybe I'll grab a little bit more green, deepen that up a little bit. Tapping through that cuticle area. Again, we'll go back through and we'll clean up that cuticle area. So I'm not super concerned about that polish up on the skin, but do make sure that you go through and clean that up. Again, we'll grab a little bit of that blue, creating a little texture, creating a little pattern in there. And then let's go ahead to our darker color, that wine color. All right, maybe a little bit more purpley wine. And just tapping through, blending that up into the blue. To get that to blend a little bit more, I am going to grab a little bit more of that blue, tapping right through. And then I think we'll grab a little bit more purple down on the end. Now, if you feel like you want a darker application, I feel like it helps to allow that product to dry just a little bit. So I kind of let that green dry a little bit. I'm going to clean out that purple out of my sponge. Even maybe onto my table towel here, get some of that excess out. And then we'll go back in with almost a second coat of that green. So that way, again, we're gonna be able to create a little bit of a deeper, little richer color on there. And maybe we'll add a little bit more blue in there to make it a little bit more bold, right through the center. Blending the blue and the green. And then we'll tap that blue down into that purple wine color, blending that all the way through. And maybe grab a little bit more of that purpley wine color. Again, I'm going to grab a little bit of my polish remover and my Polish Perfector detail brush. We'll clean up those cuticles around those sides. And again, this is an air dry polish, so we don't have to worry about putting this into the UV light. It is going to dry all on its own. Now, I've been saying that these are background colors. So again, you could just do a top coat over them, but on this one, I want to sparkle this up a little bit. So I'm going to add a coat of one of our prism polishes. You guys, these prism polishes are beautiful. They will add shimmer to any design that you have. So the one I'm going to use is Iris Glow, which is the blue. It's got a little hint of almost a purple to it. So that's why I like this one for our blues and our greens and our purples. I think it's going to accent all of those really nicely. So you can see how the design looks without the shimmer. And then if we brush on a coat of that prism polish, it's actually going to kind of blend that ombre a little bit more, but it's going to add, guys, I'm going to say it's not a cat eye, but it almost gives that look. So that kind of glow to the nail. So a great option if you don't have the cat eye polishes, if you're just using our air dry polishes, it's a great option. Now again, if we were going to just be using our air dry top coat, I could go ahead and top coat these right away. I am going to use our gel polish top coat to seal these because it's going to really seal that in. But you do want to make sure that the nails are completely dry before you use that gel top coat. So our first nail, this one is completely dry. This one is dry enough to go ahead and put that top coat on. Our second nail here that we just finished, that one still is a little bit tacky. So I am going to wait to top coat this one for maybe about a minute or so. If you try to apply the gel polish to that tacky surface, it's never going to allow that polish underneath the top coat to dry completely. So let's go ahead and top coat our first one. Give this second one still just a little bit more time to set up. And I am going to add one more detail over the top coat on this one, just for a little bit more fun. So let's go ahead and top coat. Again, you could use the air dry top coat if you want. You can use the gel polish top coat. Either one is going to work great. I do like the gel polish top coat to really seal that nail in, especially over enhancements. All right, we'll go ahead and cure this for a full 60 seconds. Okay, so our first nail is cured out. Again, you could leave this just like that with that beautiful icy look, with that kind of denim look, however you want to interpret it. But because it's winter and there's snowflakes and there's icy kind of looks, I'm going to add a couple of our nail gem stickers to the nail just for a little bit more sparkle for the winter time here. So I'm going to grab, I think we're going to use those 4-point stars. I'm going to take my tweezer here. Now you guys notice that I'm just putting these right on top of our top coat. You could put them underneath your top coat if you want to, if you feel like you need to seal them in a little bit more. But I'm telling you, these stickers stick. Like, they stick on those nails really, really well. I'm actually going to just put them right over the top, and I'm not even going to worry about them. They're going to adhere really well, and they're going to hold, and you're not going to have to worry about them popping off. So create your own designs, create your own patterns, but super fast, super easy. Just kind of rub those, make sure that they are secure on there. And again, you can feel a little bit of texture. They look like they're rhinestones. They look like they have a lot of dimension, but if we take a look at them from the side, so there's not as much texture as a traditional rhinestone or a design like that would be. So nice and quick and easy, just a little added on. Again, if you want to top coat over them, you can top coat over them. I like to just use them just like that. So at this point, our other nail is nice and set. It's dry to the touch. I'm not putting any dents in there. I'm not putting any fingerprints in there. So now I can safely top coat this one as well. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to use our gel polish top coat. If you prefer just an air dry top coat, you can use that as well. Your choice when it comes to the polishes. So I'll top coat that, capping all of my edges, making sure to seal everything around the edge. We'll do a final cure of 60 seconds on this nail as well. So our top coat is fully cured out. There's no tacky finish to cleanse off of there. You just have that beautiful high shine. Again, you could do just your air dry top coat if you want to stick with that, or the gel top coat works great as well. But hopefully showing you guys these designs using our air dry polish will inspire you to do some fun, easy designs using your polishes as art tools, using your sponges, and using your nail gem stickers.